This place chills me to the bone. I need mana. enough mana. I need mana. I am overburdened. I can't carry anymore.
Good to see you.
Greetings. Good day.
I can't carry anymore.
Stay a while and listen.
Greetings.
Hello. Yes?
It's locked. I need mana. enough mana. I am overburdened.
Greetings.
The Order welcomes you.
Good to see you.
Good day.
The evil queen has fallen.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you. You may recover some mysterious things from the demons you kill. Some of great use to you, some of great peril. Bring them to me, and I'll reveal their secrets. You may...
Andariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my friend.
Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
What can I do for you?
Good day.
Good day.
Yes?
The caravan is prepared. We may now journey eastward to Lut Gholein. Greetings, stranger. I'm not surprised to see your kind here. Many adventurers have traveled this way since the recent troubles began. No doubt you've heard about the tragedy that befell the town of Tristram. Some say that Diablo, the Lord of Terror, walks the world again. I don't know if I believe that, But a dark wanderer did travel this route a few weeks ago. He was headed east to the mountain pass guarded by the Rogue Monastery. Maybe it's nothing, but evil seems to have trailed in his wake. You see, shortly after the wanderer went through, the monastery's gates to the pass were closed, and strange creatures began ravaging the countryside. Until it's safer outside the camp and the gates are reopened, I'll remain here with my caravan. I hope to leave for Lut Gholein before the shadow that fell over Tristram consumes us all. If you're still alive then, I'll take you along. You should talk to Akara, too. She seems to be the leader of this camp. Maybe she can tell you more. Charcy seems to be a very sweet girl. She's the smith around here and can help you by trading weapons and armor.
The Sisterhood welcomes you. And Dariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. In this camp, those of us who have remained true to our order are forced to live among common traders and farm animals. Welcome to our circle of suffering.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks. You may recover some mysterious...
Hello. Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. I understand that Cain is the last descendant of the ancient Herodrim, and that his knowledge of their lore is vast. He could prove to be very useful in discerning the nature of our current crisis.
Warreeve's alright, I guess. He seems too serious most of the time. I haven't really talked to him all that much. You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
Charcy is a fine girl. Oh, but she has no... Charcy is a fine girl. Oh, but she has no business savvy. I know she means well, but the prices she charges for weapons and armor will never earn her a profit. As long as I keep filling her mind with stories of adventure, she'll never catch on to the fact that I'm raking in gold hand over fist. I'm gonna party like it's $9.99.
Good evening.
We
We traveled east, and into the vast deserts of broken lands. As the days passed, my companion told me of himself, that he had once been a great warrior, and that a dark and secret burden now weighed heavily upon him. We traveled for an eternity across that barren wasteland. How long? I couldn't say. And always, a dark cloud seemed to follow us just over the horizon. Finally, the journey ended. We climbed the last bridge. There below us lay our destination. The shining jewel lane, with a great sea beyond. We made camp that last night. Perhaps it was the warm desert wind or the sound of the ocean, but for the first time in many weeks, I slept. However, the dreams returned, but these were clearly not my own. I beheld a vision of a great man, the mage, Talrasha. You were there too, Tyrael. I remember seeing you in my dream. His brethren had cornered a great demon, Baal, Lord of Destruction, who had been set loose upon the world. They attempted to imprison the demon within a sacred stone. Yet when their attempts failed, she selflessly volunteered to contain the demon within himself, completing the prison. He instructed his brethren to bind him within a tomb, buried under the sand, there to wrestle with the demon for all eternity.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. This is my brother. Sleep now. We set out with the dawn.
The next morning, we walked over the hill toward Lut Gholein. I had no idea then of the horrors that were in store for me there.
Greetings. Greetings, honored traveler. I am Jaren, Lord of Lut Gholein, and I bid you welcome to my fair port city. I am glad to know that once again, caravans are free to travel through the Western Pass. For some time now, we have been under siege by an evil power that I cannot identify. Strange, it all began when a dark wanderer came this way, looking for the tomb of Talrasha. No one knows exactly where Talrasha, keeper of Baal, is entombed, but it is certain to be far out in the desert. Now my people whisper tales of the dead rising from their tombs, and horrible creatures lurking amongst the moonlit dunes. Even I have witnessed things which I cannot explain. I've ordered the port closed and all trade ships moored until I am sure that my city is safe. Atma, the tavern keeper, has an important mission for you. Go see her immediately. You'll find her on the other side of town. Now I must return to the palace. I apologize, but I can't invite you in. Things are rather a mess right now. Things are getting worse by the hour. I know everything looks fine, but trust me, it isn't. My astrologers failed to predict this eclipse. You should seek Drognan's advice. The man you describe is probably not Horizon. He sounds like the very mage who came around here a while ago. He was very curious about this palace, and seemed especially interested in the seal on the passageway in the cellar. He left shortly after that. I wonder how he got down there. The seal was never broken. That mage spoke a great deal to Drognin. Why don't you ask him about it? For trade in magic and the like, see Drognin or Lysander. Drognin is the wisest man I know, without equal in magic and ancient lore. Poor Lysander is nearly deaf, but he's a reliable potion chemist. For travel back west, see Wariv, whom you already know. Our own Farah is a fine and honest armorer, and she can heal wounds as well. Elzix is the innkeeper, and may also have some items to trade. Grays, the mercenary captain I hired to secure the gates of Lut Gholein, keeps order in town as well. There are others here too. I'm sure you'll meet most of them. Just look around.
Now that Andariel is dead, I can return and outfit the rogues properly. Once I've made some trades here, I'll be free to head back to their monastery. Let me know if you want to travel along. Death is not afraid of the living, but the living abhor death. The sun has grown disgusted with the terrible deeds it must shine upon each day. Damnation is upon us all. There's nothing more dreadful than a powerful being driven by a frayed mind.
Greetings. I'm Mashif, captain of this ship here. I make port runs around the Twin Seas and occasionally out to Kingsport in Westmarch. I haven't sailed anywhere lately, though. Jaren has ordered me to stay docked here in case of emergency. The Lady Farah has a proud, noble air about her. I noticed a rotting human arm floating in the harbor this morning. I suspected foul play, so I told Grays. He didn't seem too concerned since there haven't been any folk reported missing lately. This permanent darkness is very unsettling. It would make navigation by stars easier for me, though. Ah, yes. As a ship captain, I am well aware of the phenomenon of a false horizon. Sorry, just a little joke.
Good day. Drognin is a very private person. He's always studying ancient scrolls and such. He may be a mystery to me forever. I am starting to have second thoughts about my request. I couldn't bear the thought of you losing your life on my behalf. Please, be careful. Drognin, the wizard, will have some idea as to what is happening. You always seem to find the worst trouble. I don't know how you handle it.
I don't know why you people keep pestering me. Grays seems to have this place locked down nice and tight. Not that I couldn't have done the same. I've proven my valor in combat plenty of times. Sure, I hear lots of what goes on. Did you hear about the harem guilds? They were the only ones allowed to hide out in the palace when the raids started. It figures. Aha! Back for a small shot of courage? Believe me, it doesn't help for long. Drinks, barkeep! This whole place is one big ale fog. So, horror Coruscant's crazy, eh? I'd be surprised if he wasn't. All those centuries without ale would drive anyone to drink. But then you couldn't drink. And that would drive you to drink. Huh? What was the question?
Good evening. Welcome, young sorceress, to Lut Gholein. I hope your skills are a match for the horrors that lie beyond the city's walls. A mage of your limited experience may find the evil too great to withstand alone. My name is Drognan, and I know what you're up against, my friend. You ought to look over my inventory of items for trade. I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers. Find their temple beneath the desert sands, and you may find the source of this curse. Approach and let's trade. Demons have spread throughout the desert wasteland and threaten to engulf our quiet port city. I've just been reading something interesting about this sort of undead. Apparently, certain Herodric funereal priests altered the bodies of their dead mages with magical and surgical techniques, often replacing body parts with those of animals. This was thought to augment their powers and raise their status in the afterlife. I've been researching this lengthy eclipse. Yes, the man you speak of sounds like the mage who came here many months ago. He claimed to have fought Diablo in the passages beneath Tristram. No doubt the fool wandered into Horizon's sanctuary and lost whatever was left of his ravaged mind. He is beyond salvation. It is possible that the fool has been possessed by the spirit of Horizon. If that's true, then you'd better put an end to his tortured existence. Once done, I believe the demons who were summoned and imprisoned within the sanctuary will cease to exist as well.
How do I know I can trust you, You may be as shifty as that pack rat Elzix who runs the inn. But if you need a potion, though, I suppose I can make you one. For a price, of course. There are some ancient enchanted fountains in the desert that can heal your wounds, if you drink enough from them. Huh? Peppermint? Oh, Radamant. Oh, yes. Oh, a foul creature. Some of my exploding potions should do quite nicely against him. They usually work well against the undead. Claw vipers. This outer darkness mirrors the inner blackness of their souls. It is they who have eclipsed the sun, I'll wager. They are a venomous band. Oh, yes, I remember. There was a fellow around here many months ago who asked almost as many questions about Horizon as you. So, he discovered enough to assume Horizon's place in the arcane sanctuary, huh? What a fool.
Greetings. Mischief is an interesting man. Part of him longs for the freedom of the open seas, yet his heart belongs in his homeland. The Herodric mummies were created to protect the tombs, but Radamant is far from his burial chamber. Given the aberrations that have been witnessed lately, It comes as no surprise that even the ancient Guardian's spells have begun to unravel. Be wary of this as you venture farther into the desert. Drognan may have some advice on this matter. I think I'll speak with him myself. The appearance of the mage you describe sounds like one I met back in Tristram. Many Vigeri came to fight against Diablo, the Lord of Terror. Perhaps this is one of them. You know, fate seems to have frowned upon all of the heroes who confronted that terrible evil. Take care, or the same may happen to you.
Halt! You may not pass. You look like a sturdy adventurer. You know, I used to be quite the scoundrel in my day. I led the fiercest group of bandits who ever terrorized these sands. Nowadays, I run this here inn and pretty much stay out of trouble. My days of adventuring are behind me. Greetings. There are many ancient tombs in the desert. Most of them are already plundered, but I imagine that some have remained hidden. If you're going to fight that thing, use some common sense. Be knowledgeable about what harms the undead. Poison, for instance, will have little effect. 2 men arrived late last night bearing a story about evil magic. They said they saw a gathering of giant snake creatures performing some arcane ritual. They sound like the serpent men of the desert. Ugh, crazy mages give me the creeps. Just kill them and get on with your business.
I bet you wonder how this town manages to stay safe with all the trouble going on out in the desert. Well, I can tell you that it's got nothing to do with the local town guards. They're all in the palace for some reason. Jaren hired me and my mercenaries to help keep the peace around here. We're not cheap, but we're the best this wasteland has to offer. Drognan's a mystery to me. Then again, I never did trust mages much. We've been meaning to send an organized group down there to kill that thing, but it would be dangerous. We just can't afford the chance of losing any men with all the trouble that's going on in the desert. This midday darkness reeks of foul magic. My men and I are trying to keep the peace, but this kind of thing really scares people. That guy really talks like that? Sounds like either Horizon has gone stir-crazy or that's some imposter.
I know much about the ancient religions. I was trained as a paladin of Zakarum in the Eastern Kurast Temple many years ago. The shrines in the desert are leftover artifacts from the Great Sin War that ravaged these lands almost 1,000 years ago. They still function, but most travelers believe them only to be remnants of the distant past. Hello. Drognan told me something interesting earlier today. It might explain why Rodamant is so restless, and it might have something to do with why he is stealing human body parts. This unnatural nightfall is no doubt caused by evil sorcery. Drognan might know what we are dealing with. This unnatural nightfall... that doesn't sound like Horizon. I'll agree that he may have gone mad, but from what you tell me, I don't think that's the case. Talk to Drognan. He may know more than I.